every time someone, some of these mag, bitter, truth, blind followers, or who knows, it could very well be the people he's working with to establish his channel, throws negativity at me, it just gives me more fuel to continue. These fools don't have any idea who I am. They haven't even explored my background. They're just making comments. If Mag knew, listen, Mag and your, those who are supporting you to stay in darkness. Let's just read the comments. This is what this guy said. His name is Out of the Shadows. He should have just stayed in the shadows, in the darkness. Some of what he said, the fact is we have already eaten meat. He's already eaten meat. You're sitting here trying to heal. You're talking slow, sounding sick, still haven't healed on a diet that's supposed to be best for you in a decade. You're confused, and then on Yop, what the heck is Yop? Y-O-P. And that you're stuck making videos on the mag because your blood flow in the brain isn't getting the pump it needs to brush it off and move on. Alright. Okay. If you follow what I've been saying, you'll see this is just more lies. Okay. I have said specifically I haven't gotten sick in 10 years. And that whenever I detox, sometimes when you detox, when you fast, things come out. Whether you sweat, whether there's a little bit of effect on your voice, there's always something. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is because I want to show you something. Because we all have parasites. This fool who is trying to take a stab at me, he's failing miserably. He just gave me a reason to make another video to talk about parasites that are non-physical. Of course, he's ignoring everything that I'm saying. Okay? If you think that you eating meat, that you're stronger than I am, I will invite you, just like Inky and Lil Mag, to come in the middle of the night in a non-physical and get an ass whooping to see whose light is stronger. Okay? You think you're stronger by eating meat and I haven't touched in over about 10 years? Come and let's find out. Come in the middle of the night. You're getting an ass whooping you'll never forget. That's how you find out who's really stronger. Because at the physical level, that doesn't really mean anything. At the spiritual level, that's how you really tell who is stronger. Bring it. Now, this whole thing of parasites, because I don't think some people really understand what I'm talking about when I say parasites. Okay? If you're eating meat, you have parasites in your body. We all have parasites. Even if you stop, it takes a long time to get them out. Because you're talking about things outside this world, interdimensional entities that have locked their frequencies inside our body and they refuse to come out. That's the reason why some people drink ayahuasca. Because even if you change your diet, it's very difficult to take them out because that's how bad darkness is. And yes, I have one major parasite left inside. I have not hidden that. And this guy out of the shadow, I could believe he has a lot more, 1,000 times more, if not 10,000 times more than I do. So let's go back to the parasites. Where are parasites? Parasites are non-physical entities that we all have. Okay, we all have. If you eat meat for an extended amount of time, you have parasites. Parasites that are not physical. I made videos years ago and I kept some of the evidence. So this is a good time to explore that. Since this moron insists that you can expunge parasites just like that by changing your diet. He's claiming, well, your diet should have cleared everything. Oh, no. You're talking about things, mistakes that people have made before they're born. Cleaning your soul isn't about one lifetime. So if you got to the point where you can not get sick, that's major in itself. Now that you are not physically getting sick, now you attack the parasites. Take out the non-physical parasite. Let's take a look at the video that I made years ago. The video that I made years ago, I'm going to play as much as I can. It's called Parasites in the Physical Body.
This is based on EPOW. Let us discuss the various parasites that are currently invading and residing in most human bodies and probably non-human bodies as well. Let me first state a few fundamental facts about existence. These fundamental truths include everything that exists, whether it is in the physical world or in non-physical light, as human science calls it. First, energy can be physical or non-physical. This is explained by Albert Einstein's equation E is equal to mc squared. The m in the equation is mass, while the c is the speed of light. Mass is physical, hard, solid, tangible. In terms of c, or light, we are talking about things that are so light and not physical that we cannot perceive them. This is because of our limited senses. We only use about 3% of our DNA according to our mainstream science. We beings in the so-called physical realm are only able to perceive a very, very, very small portion of the totality of the light spectrum that exists. See the light video for further explanation.
I'm going to pause here to add that. If you, a lot of people have parasites, entities inside, meaning dark light inside, and they can only feel the effects of these parasites. You could be sure that all these people who are attacking me, who are eating me, are being influenced to keep eating me because they have these dark entities inside, and it's going to be very difficult for them to stop eating meat. Okay, unless the pain gets worse and worse. So all that I'm trying to do is share this information, and the more they come at me, the more I'm going to put out. At this point, Mag and his cronies, the more you stop talking about me, the more your commenters make, the less videos I make. The less mistakes you make, the less videos I make. So it's up to you. Parasites exist. Keep watching the video. You'll see. I made this video years ago, years and years ago.
In any case, because some things are so weightless, if you are not careful, things can enter your body that are not physical.
Especially if you're eating meat.
Such parasites can sometimes become physical, but usually not. Usually what happens is that we only feel the outcome or the negative effects of the parasitical invasion in the body. We mistakenly assume that such effects are coming from ourselves. Symptoms include melancholic sadness of depression, constant thoughts of suicide, and sometimes a very strong penchant for violence. People who say that parasites such as demons with horns don't exist are simply using a very small percentage of the DNA and mind.
I would say, I haven't seen a single person on this planet who is not possessed. Because we all have been manipulated to eat meat. If you were lucky, you had parents who advised against it. I wasn't. I ate meat for most of my life. And in the last video, and the comments that I made, not the video, I specifically stated that it wasn't my mind that told me to stop eating meat. It was source. So what is this bullshit about, it's an opinion? It's not. Listen, this is not like me. This is straight from source. Straight from my source. Straight from all sources. So you can keep hating all you want. I'll just keep driving that point home. There's nothing you can do about it.
As convincing as some of their arguments may seem, they are flat out not accurate. A demon is simply a physical form, just like a human being is a physical form. Other forms exist in the universe. Remember, demonic entities are really like us. For everything that exists at the core is light, not heavy, weightless. Remember, atoms have no solidity. The following is a compilation of a few videos that I put together of my own experiences. I recorded them because I realized that people would have a hard time believing me if I didn't have proof. Alright, let's take a little break and look at a couple of videos that I recorded dealing with a problem that I experienced, went through, my bodily manifestations of the parasites in my own body. The videos will speak for themselves.
It took ayahuasca.
On the chest area.
It took me going to Peru. It took me going to Mexico to purge the vast majority of these parasites in my body. We are not talking about people having physical parasites like worms inside them. We're talking about non-physical parasites that can manifest as you can see palpitations in the body. That's what we're talking about. What's at stake here is the manipulation of your body and your mind. Because every time you try to give up violent food, these parasites are trying to persuade you that you need the meat.
Again.
Unless you're aware of it. And once you're aware of it, then you begin to resist with your willpower.
Chest carefully.
Here's my chest.
You just see that the lower bottom is not moving at all.
Okay?
It's the upper region.
And Mag is always hiding his
It's
face.
like my muscle.
Does it look like I'm hiding my face on my body?
Across.
What are you afraid of, Mag?
Or whatever that thing
Show
is
your
in
face.
body is beating. Stop now. It's really annoying. Keeps me up at night. You can see the palpitations are across my chest area near my heart. See how it just pulls it in across my left breast?
Now, if you're lucky, then you would have gotten palpitations like these that I got. The parasite, non-physical parasites inside the body, this is the manifestation of a non-parasite, physical parasite coming, moving through the body. This was how long ago? 2011 or 12, or around then. The parasites, the dark light inside, what do you want to call them, demonic entities or whatever, not. Once they know that you who is in charge of your body is aware, that's when they no longer hide. So for me, I've spoken a little bit about how I split the entity, how it calcified into the ceiling. You won't be that lucky to even know that these entities are inside your body. They only show themselves if they know that they can no longer manipulate your thoughts. They only show themselves when they know that you are aware of them. If you're not aware of them, you just keep getting symptoms like depression and so forth. This is what is at stake here. This is a type of body invasion that Mag will never cover. This is where it's leading to. This is where This is what Mag doesn't want you to heal from. This is what stops you from understanding that the whole entire universe is a setup, that our world is a prison, that we are recycled to come back over and over again. Keep ignoring what I'm saying, people. Some of these comments are keep ignoring what I'm saying and keep bringing up peripheral thoughts. Don't focus on what I'm saying and keep saying, irrelevant things. If you want to bring up what I'm talking about. Bring up the fact that there is life after death. Bring up the fact that demons are real. Okay? Bring up the fact that Source is real. That Source doesn't want you to eating meat to be possessed. That's what I'm talking about. Keep lying in the comments, people.
Notice that the bottom, the lower region, does not move at all. Just that top portion has stopped now.
I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. Arm.
Okay. There we go.
It's my arm.
Palpitations.
There we go. You
This
can see
arm,
it. Uh-huh.
the heaviest. This is incredible.
Alright, so you've seen enough. The video is on the internet if you want to see the whole thing. It's called Parasites in the Physical Body. I made it many years ago just to prove a point for these haters who... I have nothing to hide. Okay? That's why I tell you, hey, this is the problem that I had to go through with, and this is what's waiting for you. What's waiting for you, people, is going to get worse and worse unless you man up or woman up to the fact that you have serious problems now you're not even aware of. Okay? You will never make it to the final dimension. You'll never make it eating meat. That is a fact. Keep denying it. Keep saying, oh, our mouths are made, our teeth are made for eating. Okay, there are other things you can do with your teeth other than eating meat. Okay, you'll never make it to the final dimension. That's a promise. At the end of the day, Source players like me, okay, will be making decisions when we leave here that affect you. In fact, I would rather not have any part to do with decisions that will be made after I'm gone. Because you actually, frankly, I think you deserve what's coming. But unfortunately, or fortunately, love requires us to look beyond the pain, the insult. That is the only reason why, Source players, because 1 + 1 is 1. You tear a sheet of paper into 2, you still have 1. That is the only reason why I'm even speaking to some of you fools out there who are defending Mag Bitter Truth. You're going to need good luck.